Hey guys, in this video I'm going to do a quick comparison between the Google Nexus 5 versus the Samsung Galaxy A5. Now the Nexus 5 might be an old device, not that old but still older than the A5, but it has an extremely great specs inside and still extremely great device to get. So Nexus 5 was my main phone for about like 3 months. I've used this device and now I'm using the S5, so I know what kind of experience that I have with the Nexus 5. And as compared to the A5, you can see this is a newer device, completely different in terms of design and all that. So let's start off from the design. So this is having a metallic frame on the sides, you can see that, and due to the metallic frame it's really easy to hold with one hand. You have that grip and all that, and we have aluminum use, so this is something that we have seen differently from Samsung. The A series extremely premium, so more focused towards the premiumness and looks of the phone. And you can see that aluminum and the zero plastic has been used so that it looks extremely great in hand. That's why it is priced higher than the Galaxy Grand Prime, because specs wise it is kind of same as the Galaxy Grand Prime. But anyways, you can see it looks extremely great in hand, and looks like a mini Galaxy Note 4. So if we compare the body material and design with the Nexus 5, so this is a boxy shape, while the Nexus 5 has a little bit more edges, but it's not that much of a boxy shape. This is also a slimmer device and have plastic plus matte finish, hard matte finish on the back, so no aluminum or metal is used, so definitely it's not that much of a sexy in terms of looks and all that, but it is not that bad if we talk about its specs and all the price that it offered us at that time. So Nexus device, of course, our budget, we know that they have good specs and have priced a little bit lower than other manufacturers, other competition. Now let's compare the weight of both devices. The Nexus 5 has 130 gram of weight, while the Galaxy A5 has about 110 gram of weight. So you can see we have almost like 20 gram less weight here on the A5. But if we use both devices, if I hold it in one hand, I can't really feel the difference. So both of these feel exactly the same. Now if we talk about its slimness, the Galaxy A5 is just 6.9mm thin, which is extremely thin, you can see that. But if we compare it with the Google Nexus 5, Nexus 5 is 8.95mm thick, and the thickness wise you can really see that the Galaxy A5 is really slim as compared to the Nexus 5. Extremely great design, so Nexus 5 can't beat this device in terms of build quality, body material, design, and its thickness, slimness, and its weight. So it is better in all that aspects. So if we talk about, let's say if we talk about the software here, so the second thing that we're going to talk about here is the software. Now the Nexus device, of course, has an edge on all the devices out there in terms of software. It has a pure, free of bloatware, Google Pure Android OS. It is running the Android version 5.0.1, and you can, if you get a Nexus 5, if you have a Nexus 5, you can quickly update it via OTA. So updates first comes to this one. Nexus 5, well, you can see the A5 still comes with Android version 4.4.4 right out of the box, so it looks like a Note 4 software, a lot like Note 4 software. You can see that it comes with the KitKat. This one comes with the Lollipop. The Lollipop is really great. It's a great upgrade from the KitKat in terms of overall look and all that. It's more cleaner, and it looks just awesome on the Nexus 5. I really enjoy using it. And so basically, due to Lollipop, I also used it for a lot of time, because at that time Lollipop was only available for the Nexus 5, so that's why I used it. But anyways, KitKat is also not that bad, but we do have a lot of differences there. We have bloatware on the A5, Samsung apps, while this one is pretty pure there. You can see the notification drawer here, KitKat wise, and this one is Lollipop. You can see control center type thing here. You can see you can increase the brightness and all that. You can also do the same kind of stuff here, but a little bit different positions and all that, and a little bit different look there. But if we see the Lollipop update, we'll see some more clean look here on the A5. and you can see the app drawer is now white here with the lollipop on the Nexus 5, while this one, of course, you can see your wallpaper on the back. And of course you can quickly go into the settings. This is just Samsung stock settings, a lot of different things in different category. You can also add some custom setting that if you use Bluetooth a lot, you can add that. And this one's just a basic Android version settings. So also we do have the built-in home button. So Nexus 5 doesn't come with the buttons or physical buttons, or like this one, the home key here. This also has the S voice, which is really great. And this one comes with these touch buttons and have the Google Now if we swipe up, but don't come with any S voice. Now you can see the power button is positioned to this side here, which is also easier to reach, while this one has a little bit position a little bit downward here. This is also easy to use, but more easier on the A5 to use here to reach and to lock and unlock the device. This is more easier to do. And if we talk about this side here, you can see we have the volume rocker, same like we have on the Nexus 5 volume rocker. Then on the top we have nothing on the A5, but the Nexus 5 has a 3.5mm headphone jack on the top. And on the bottom we have the speaker grills and and a charging port, while this one has the headphone jack and the charging port on the bottom. So design wise they are different. And also it also comes with a micro SD card slot, Galaxy A5, and we know that the Nexus devices don't come with the micro SD card slot, so that might be the reason for a lot of people out there to not buy the Nexus devices. But I think 32GB of internal memory is actually great and sufficient for the usage. So 16GB plus SD card, this one 16/32 plus no SD card. This one also has a 2 SIMs card option, dual SIM, while this one doesn't come with that. And if we compare the screens of both of these devices, you can see both are really awesome. This is a 5-inch display. This is also a 5-inch screen, but this one is a 1080p. I'm not sure if you can see it through camera, but Nexus 5 has a really sharp angles, really sharp colors and all that. Really great display there. And also this one is also not that bad. You can see that average user all out there won't gonna see that much of a difference between the A5 and the Nexus 5 in terms of the screen resolution quality. So to the human eye they just look same, not that of a big difference to a normal user. But as a geek I can say that the Nexus 5 does has greater edge there, which is one thing to consider. If we go here into the camera app, or let's first check the camera. So this is an 8-megapixel camera with the LED flash. This is a 13-megapixel camera with the LED flash. So both have, you can say, a difference there, more megapixels. But I've already done a camera comparison. If you want to check out that, check out my channel, of course. So if you place your device, your Galaxy A5 device on the table, like if you press it, you can see now the home button is pressing. You can see that that's really weird. Well, we don't have any problem using the Nexus 5 because there's no button on the physical button there. So if we talk about the camera app that I was going to open up, so let's check out the camera app here. So this is just a normal Google camera app. You can download it from the Play Store on your device. So this is just a normal Google app, and you can also switch to the front-facing camera by clicking here. Switch to the front-facing camera. So front camera is 1.2 megapixel. This one is having a 5 megapixel. So this just clearly kills the Nexus 5 in terms of front-facing selfies and all that, result and all that. I've done a comparison, but you can see that you can quickly switch to front-facing camera. But before that, I want to show you some modes here. We have these modes to check out. We also do have the settings option to check out the resolution video and all that. Both can record 1080p HD video, by the way, no 4K. And if we switch down to the front camera, you can see that we do have a lot of features, like we can show your wave your palm, or just show the palm, and it's going to capture the photo that you can see that, and that works really well. and that is the feature that is not available in the Nexus 5. Of course, that is from the Samsung. We also do have the wide range selfie mode available here. We can quickly take the photo by just pressing the screen. This mode here allows you to have the wide selfie range and all that good stuff. So more settings available. We can also record a 1080p HD video using the front-facing camera, while the Nexus 5 can only record a 720p video, which is not that bad from the 1.2 megapixel, 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera, but still they should have to make a better camera. Of course, this is an older device, you can't really complain, but this is really good in terms of selfies and all that. So if we talk about the battery life on both devices, I'm really not that satisfied with the Nexus 5, but I can tweak it, like use elemental kernel or any other stuff with it to make it better. But on the A5, I don't have to do anything. Its 2300 mAh battery is enough for a 720p display. The Nexus 5 also has a 2300 mAh battery, but it has a 1080p display, so we do have more battery drainage as compared to the A5. And processor-wise or internal specs, this is quad-core Snapdragon 800, running at 2.3 GHz, extremely fast. You won't see any lag whatsoever on the Google Nexus 5. You can see it can open up apps, close apps. You can open as much apps you can want, no problems. Adreno 330 GPU and a 2 GB of RAM. Well, this one is a budget 64-bit processor. Benchmark-wise, yes, the Nexus 5 has the edge there. So this one is coming with a Snapdragon 410, 64-bit, and also has Adreno 306 GPU with 2 GB of RAM. So processor-wise, yes, the Nexus 5 is faster. But I'll be doing a app opening speed test. You can check that out on my channel. So both are really great devices to get. This one has an edge if you want a sexier look. If you want to buy an attractive device, then you can go with this one. But if you don't want to have the attractiveness or good looks, you just want latest updates, cleaner look, performance, then Nexus 5 might be the choice over the A5. Of course, the A5 also has a better camera there. Definitely a great device, but the only drawback is the processor. So, which is why it is a little bit cheaper. So, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to subscribe and do give this video a thumbs up. And I'll see you next one. Peace out.